well. Look where we are now. Okay, so we have. I got an upgrade. I got a new laptop. I got some fancy hardware, or it has some fancy hardware anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to test out the capabilities of this thing that's going on here. Okay, so Camtasia is acting up again. I don't remember what my settings were on my old laptop, so every time I record something on that finished preview thing, the audio instantly goes out of sync. And I'm noticing it's because I had a problem just getting it to record the system audio, and that was I had to go through this. I had to uninstall like Hamida. It's a thing that it's an audio program that comes with MSI laptops. So I did that, and then it still was out of sync, and then it was out of sync. So I looked it up online. No one was help. No one was help. That is how you say that sentence. So I actually did a video for this game yesterday, and everything was out of sync. I was like, oh my god, I'm not fucking using this. So I was like, okay, I figured out later. And I forgot that Windows 10 has like a much better built-in recording software than I thought. So I was like, okay, I'll give that a try. I am able to use its microphone input, but I was watching the feedback and it sounded awful. Also, I could do it that way, but there's no way for me to level the in-game audio versus my voice, like the microphone voice, like I can in Camtasia. Like in Camtasia, it records it both separately, like it just knows. But I can't like edit it with the Windows recorder, so that sucks. Everyone, all the tech people for Camtasia, TechSmith, they're all saying like use workarounds, and I was like, I don't need to do this if it worked once before. So I had to mess with the frame rate, I had to mess with its recording input, output. I tried full uncompressed versus like somewhat compressed, like 8-bit, like 8 kilobops or whatever the fuck. I was tired of fidgeting around with it. I was like, okay, is there a way? The problem is it's not matching up the correct game audio. It's not matching up the game audio with the actual video correctly. So I was like, fucking, what can I do? So right now what I'm doing is I'm recording with Windows 10. It's actually alright. The only problem is I can't record in a fixed window. If you hit Windows and G, it automatically records the window itself, like the whole thing. So, unlike Camtasia, where I can set the actual window. So, unfortunately, you can see file view, config, tools, and help. I can't get rid of that. But whatever, man. Fucking, who cares? I don't care. You care? Get out. Look at that guy. He's getting his new name. Just like Billy. Your name is now Sora number 2 Rocky's Balboa. That's his name. To wear it out. Actually, gotta skip that. Okay, so I'm playing this game for a retrospect because I'm watching my friend play through Dream Drop Distance, which I think is the best spin-off game. And it's actually like it doesn't take place in the past, or it's not trying to explain any backstory or anything. Like it's one of those spin-off games that it's a step forward in the chronology. I think that's kind of cool. This game is a prequel to 2, but I think it's big enough that it deserves a re-look into for me. So that's what I'm doing. Roxas is a boy. Like many boys. He, like many boys, he is doing this thing where he's, a shell of somebody else, and it's really weird, and I will explain. I can explain Roxas in detail, but talking is boring about story anyway. Red is the one that's traveled the farthest. That's why his hair is red, because he travels the farthest. See, that's foreshadowing. That's great storytelling on Nomura's part. Oh, he died. Oh, ice cream went away. Anyway, they're waiting on their friend, but she's gone to heaven, and I'm mad because I'm Axel. You gotta figure everything starts someplace. The closest thing for me. Why am I sounding like Bubsy? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Further troubles I was having. Actually, that's it. I had to uninstall some stuff. I don't know what to do anymore about Camtasia. I don't remember what my settings were to make it not lag or desync, but this is what I can do for now until that's figured out. Anyway, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts. Also, I don't know how long I'm going is the problem. Like, I have a computer now that can handle having like 3 windows open at once, but I don't want to do that to risk like slowing down this game. Look at it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's talk to Ziggy. Hey Roxas, welcome to the program, as they say. He has an eye patch because this game actually needed a day 1 patch. That I'll make funny in editing. Ew, you're awake. She's all like disgusted at everything. I actually have so much to say about this game because this game opens up like a lot of things about the Kingdom Hearts world. Mostly the characters. Like, I had a friend who was mad at Kingdom Hearts 2 just because of this group, like the new antagonists. She said that they all look like OCs, and I don't know what her basis for the argument is. Like, OCs for what? Like, do they just look like someone's OCs? Because they kind of are. I mean, they were made for that game, you know? I don't understand what the qualm is. Round room? Look at the graphics. The graphics are so good. Okay. I don't forget what I put. But, in terms of the remakes, 1.5 and 2.5, I can't believe all this got was like HD cutscenes and some voice work redone, but like meanwhile everyone fucking hates Chain of Memories. So yeah, I'm ready to go. So, and this is a much like more full-fledged game that they could have redone in HD and it would have looked better. I mean, I would have waited for this to play this in HD or something. I don't know. Also, it would have been cool to play as all the 13 people, which you can do in this game, but it's like a multiplayer thing. But it's fine. It's cool. I like it. I think it has potential. But no, we already had a PS2 build of Chain of Memories. Let's just port that over and call it HD. Whatever. Get the fuck out of here.
Let us all welcome one of the Keyblade
boxes. I wish I had a on-screen timer somewhere, you know. Also, you can't really hear my new laptop anymore. Like the fan isn't even like pooping itself over just recording something like the Sony Vaio did. Okay. Dot dot dot. Think of the early missions as exercises. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna plow through the intro because it's like boring to watch. Okay, here's the story of how this went down with the Sony Vaio. One day, I turned it on, and I see pixelated garbage come up for a second, and then the screen goes black. I was like, okay, that's weird. The laptop is still on, mind you, and I just turned it off and turned it back on, and the screen's still not coming on. I was like, okay, is it not getting power anymore? So it's fully charged. You can see the indicator thing saying is, hey, I'm being charged. Okay. So I had to use my phone to troubleshoot this and look up videos on YouTube and Google this crap because I don't know what the fuck is going on with this like 8-year-old computer. So blah 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 blah. I look up this like guy's 10-minute video of diagnosing a laptop, and he said, okay, so what you want to do is check the RAM slot, see if they're working, take one out and put it in, and then you want to turn it on and see if it comes on with just one of the slots, and then if not, try it again with the other one, rinse and repeat until you isolate the problem. That's what he sounded like. He's like an Asian guy. Of course he is! Oh! Anyway, it wasn't the RAM slots, it wasn't the RAM chips itself. So I did all his steps of trying to diagnose it. It wasn't the screen inverter, because if it was, that has something to do with the backlight, you would still be able to see stuff on the screen if you hold a strong light up to it, but I couldn't even see that. So it wasn't the inverter or the backlight. So, and then later in the video, the last thing he said was, okay, if you did all those things and you still don't know what's happening, that means something's wrong with the motherboard. Which is, I don't know anything about building computers, obviously, but that's like a pretty big thing to deal with. So I'm gonna open this door real quick. Whoops. Okay. You flip the switch. So what'd I do? So I took my laptop to Fry's and I told them basically all the things I did to check to see what was wrong. They told me the same thing. Something's wrong with the motherboard, probably. If it is, then it's not going to be worth it for you to invest in trying to fix it. Because what I was going to have to do was order new parts from Sony for this outdated laptop. And it's like, okay, actually, I don't want to do that. Because, aside from the Sony Vaio, the only thing I had left was my Dell Inspiron, which is even older than that. In fact, I think I got that at the same time Sony Vaio released their that laptop in 2010. Like, the Dell Inspiron was in commercials. It was like that black computer, really kind of small. It had a bunch of different colors for the tops, and it's like whatever. But the thing, that one's really slow because it has 3 gigs of RAM and it has a really hard time booting up itself anyway. But the battery needed to be replaced on that one, so every time I turned it on or charged it, it would show this orange light instead of the white light. And every time I turned the computer on, it would take forever, like 10 minutes to just get to the start screen. And then it would say, hey, your battery needs to be replaced. So, and if you try to open any program, it takes like 80 hours. I was like, fucking Christ. So I had a panic attack because all my art would have been gone. All my programs would have gone. All my music would have been gone. Everything would have just been gone on the Sony Vaio. Like, I had no way to get it out. So my friend told me that, hey, if your Sony Vaio's laptop
hard drive is still working. You can just get a hard drive adapter and shit, and take it out, then put it in the adapter, and just put the USB port in the new laptop, and just take what you need from that. And that actually helped. I was able to get all my stuff back, put it in, and then I kind of just put the old one in the closet somewhere. So I don't fucking need those two anymore. I have this fancy new MSI laptop. It did set me back like $1,300, but hey man. Actually, you got a, not like really like a deal, but a small discount, because when I went to Fry's and they told me the news about the Sony, I was like, well, I'm not going home without a new laptop. So I was thinking about getting the Asus one, but I didn't want to get that one because it said Legion of Gamers on it. I was like, I don't like the association, just that phrase on this laptop. Like, I still want it to pass as a normal laptop, you know? Not this, like, fucking MLG, get the fuck out of here crap. So, I just traded up for this new thing. It has a 1060, I don't know what that means, graphics card. It's, like, pretty good. 16 gigabytes of RAM, so it's, like, amazing. What else? I don't know. It has a lot of cool stuff. And I can finally play some of my Steam games, and that makes me happy. I didn't really do much. Today's my first day for the organization. Day 9, Heartless. Okay. Alright, and, but taking out the old hard drive was a hassle, because my old roommate who I bought it from, it was kind of like loose, the framework, when he was putting it together before he sold it to me. So, and I guess he didn't have enough screws, because he super glued the hard drive in that little space under the keyboard. So I was ready to take it out, and I was like, oh my god, really? So I had to use X-Acto knives to like cut it around the glue, being very careful not to scratch up the hard drive, because I didn't know like how that was gonna work if anything touched it. So that was a hassle, but now I'm here, making videos for you. If you know the words, you can turn off the video. So Rockus, that's your new name, Rockus. No X, just 2 K's and a Z. Alright, press A to attack with the Keyblade. Ha, here. It actually runs pretty smooth. I don't know why they don't tell you how to log on yet. I might skip ahead, because during this part of the game, we just do like early training missions with each of the members, and it's like, whatever. Those Heartless are called Shadows, but what are Heartless? We're not gonna tell you, we just want you to do our bidding, idiot. Okay, you press R to lock on. Or twice. Alright, that's fine. Now we're back in the saddle. There's what we call Emblem Heartless. Okay, so I like that this game explains what the differences between pure bloods and like just darkness heart bloods or heart bloods. What the fuck? I think the first video of any series I do is just gonna be long, but whatever. There's purebred, which are the ones are that have the actual symbol on it, and then the like. Oh shit, god damn it, I just got it wrong. He just told me and I got it wrong. Emblem Heartless are obviously the one that have the emblems. Pure Bloods are like the pure black ones, like the Dark Bulls and the Shadows and the Neo Shadows. They don't actually have the symbols on them, but they're still like technically Heartless, I guess. Or even the Dark Side. They don't have the symbol, but whatever. See, they're trying to hunt down hearts to make Kingdom Hearts appear, which requires hearts, which also releases hearts. Fucking, I don't get it anymore. Whoa! Also, I'm playing on proud mode because my mantra is, look man, you only need to play these games once, so might as well play it on the hardest difficulty. So I'm gonna get fucked up really fast sometimes. Just gonna do that. Alright, and you pick up the thing. It's kind of like, I don't like how I'm gonna say this. It's kind of like Monster Hunter, where you, god damn it, will you just press up? Where you do the thing, and you have to go back, except there's no time limit. Actually, yeah, there's no time limit. Sometimes there's a time limit, I think. I don't remember. I didn't know what a heart was, or even if it mattered, but I do know what my part was, my wiener. It goes big when I'm happy, and that's all I need. And complete. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna call it quits here. Editing is a little bit more of a hassle now, because now I have to match up the recording, my voice audio with, what's it called? The Windows 10 recording. I don't remember most of the syncing techniques people do. Some people, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter, since the actual video and the game audio, that will be matched up, but my voice needs to be kind of in tune with, what's going on. I don't remember how I should have just made a mark, like a audio mark. I don't know. Oh well.